godfather of artificial intelligence. He says that just days after he left Google to warn the world about the dangers of digital intelligence,
those things where there's no way that people weren't going to explore it. The issue is now that we've discovered it works better than we expected a few years ago, what do we do to mitigate the long-term risks of things more intelligent than us taking control?
Hinton's efforts to understand the human brain led to the technology that is now at the heart of the AI movement. These efforts led him to believe that digital brains might soon replace biological brains. If you look at what Google does in the context of a capitalist society, it's acting as responsibly as it can. But that doesn't mean it's trying to maximize utility for everyone. It's legally required to maximize utility for its owners, which is a very different thing. Since Hinton said on Monday that he was afraid that AI growth could lead to the end of civilization in 20 years, he has been asked to talk every 2 minutes. But when it comes to giving real help, he doesn't know what to say. I am not a policy kind of guy, he says. I am just someone who has suddenly realized that something really bad could happen. I wish I had a nice answer like stop burning carbon and everything will be fine. But I don't see that as an easy answer. There are always going to be a lot of worries about national security in the US government. I don't agree with most of what they say, he told The Guardian. For example, I'm sure the Defense Department thinks that the only safe place for this stuff is in the hands of the US Defense Department, which is the only group that has ever used nuclear weapons. In the past year, AI models have made a lot of progress, which has made Hinton worried that digital intelligence could one day be smarter than humans. For the past 50 years, I've been trying to make computer models that can learn things in a way that's similar to how the brain learns, so I can learn more about how the brain learns. But I just recently came to the conclusion that maybe these big models are better than the brain. We need to think about it carefully right now and see what we can do. I'm not that hopeful because I don't know of any cases where less intelligent things controlled smarter things. You need to think of something that is smarter than us in the same way that we are smarter than frogs. It is fine to say, do and connect them to the internet, but as long as they can talk to us, they can make us do things. Even without the ultimate risk, Hinton is worried about how rapidly AI models are becoming more powerful. So, a government system that doesn't work at all like that is not the right way to deal with these threats. We need to take a step back. An open letter co-signed by dozens of people in the AI field, including tech billionaire Elon Musk, called for a pause on all developments more advanced than the current version of AI ChatGPT, so robust safety measures could be designed and implemented. Yoshua Bengio, another so-called godfather of AI, who along with Dr. Hinton and Jan LeCun won the 2018 Turing Award for their work on deep learning, also signed the letter. Mr. Bengio wrote that it was because of the unexpected acceleration in AI systems that we need to take a step back. But Dr. Hinton told the BBC that in the shorter term he thought AI would deliver many more benefits than risks, so I don't think we should stop developing this stuff. Hinton has spent decades developing artificial intelligence, and he now fears that it may end humankind. They speak really fine English, so it's almost as if aliens have colonized our world and we haven't yet discovered it. He also claims that he hasn't been able to get any sleep for several months. The possibility exists that the genie is already free. Hinton not only created neural networks, a type of computer architecture that closely resembles the structure of the brain, but also so-called deep learning, which enables AI to hone in on and extract patterns and concepts from enormous amounts of data. Even though the industry had mostly given up on neural networks by the 1970s and 1980s, he persisted with them. He created the first chatbot, referred to at the time as a language predictor model, in 1986. Years later, in 2012, he created a deep learning AI that served as the conceptual basis for ChatGPT.
These things get more intelligent than us. The kind of intelligence we're developing is very different from the intelligence we have. We're biological systems, and these are digital systems.